Next up at UFC 2, shut up. I got to do the intro. Man, I got to Google it. Next up at UFC 284, we have Josh Culibao taking on Melsik Baghdasaryan. Josh Culibao's 3-1-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that win over Sang Woo Choi. Jacob's gone. Is he laughing that hard? And he's taking on Melsik Baghdasaryan, 7-1 overall, 5-0.
We just lost everything. You might want to redo that.
It's not on YouTube?
No, I'm saying on this right now. I mean, everything went away for 5 seconds. You just redo the intro.
It was only on your screen, but I'll go ahead and redo the intro.
Sorry.
Yeah. Absolute ass clown.
I was just making sure. Sorry.
I thought the bussy thing got you going.
It got me going.
Next up at UFC 284. I'm not doing the intro again. Everybody saw the intro. Josh Culibao, 10-1 overall, 3-1-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that win over Sang Woo Choi. Melsik Baghdasaryan is 7-1 overall, 5-0 in his last 5. He's coming off 2 official UFC wins in a row. This is the tightest line on the card as of now. It opened a little wider. It has tightened. And I get it. This is a super, super tough pick. I am going to lean Culibao here, right? He's a solid striker. He's aggressive. He's tough. He throws heat. He's always live for a KO. He is willing to engage in a dirty inside the pocket type fight. He has no problem making it ugly. And I just think that's going to be sort of the difference. I think he's going to keep it an ugly, nasty, in-your-face fight, and he can take that away. He's coming off that win over Sang Woo Choi, where he had incredible timing. The most impressive thing from that fight, it felt like he saw every strike coming. Like his defense,
even the ones that knocked him down, for sure.
His defense was.
He was
incredible.
like, "Oh my God, here it comes."
I thought
Great
his defense
vision.
looked incredible in that fight.
Yeah.
Melsik Baghdasaryan, on the other hand, didn't look great in his last fight. He started his career off with 5 knockouts in a row before a decision on Contender Series, and then now he's strung together a couple wins in the UFC. He's aggressive. He's always moving forward. He's got diverse striking. He does a great job mixing things up. He's going to go to the body. He's going to go to the head. Lots and lots of pressure. He's coming off that win over Bruno Souza, but if Bruno Souza had just a touch, just a tiny bit more pressure, Bruno Souza was going to win that fight. Dude, let's bet $100 on this fight. I'm done talking. I'm done with your stupid effing faces. $100 straight up. Absolute buffoon. I like Culibao, and I think his defense is going to be the difference here. Melsik looked like shit in his last fight. He absolutely looked like shit.
Dude, Culibao got knocked down twice and almost finished in the last fight. You're praising his defense.
Had that work, and he got right back up. Yeah, but Sang Woo Choi, who came at him with insane volume, Melsik barely beat a short notice dude. With no volume.
What kind of style is the guy?
Go ahead, break down the fight. Just break down the fight.
What kind of style?
I'm done talking. You've annoyed the shit out of me.
What kind of style was he fighting with?
I'm done. You've annoyed me. I'm done.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was karate style, and it was a pain to deal with because he's very, very good at it. But Melsik was still pressuring, and doing what he could. But those point-style fighters are just hard to fight. I mean, that's just what it is. But he did enough to win that fight. He normally is that wild, crazy guy. The karate style gave him some issues, but that's not normally how he fights, and that's definitely not how Culibao fights. This is going to be a normal fight for Melsik. Culibao is going to be much more easy to engage, where Culibao is a little bit low volume, but that guy will throw and will brawl with people. And I do agree with Angelo, even though I was making fun of him for getting knocked down twice. He is very, very slick in the pocket with his head movement, with his defense, but he does get hit. I mean, at times he does get hit, and he does get dropped because of it. And I believe that Melsik is the better striker in this matchup. He's going to be much more technical. He has just as much power. And the thing that's going to give Culibao issues is that leg kick. You saw him throwing it tight. He fought that last fight very, very smart. He said, I can't get in range with my hands and stay safe against this karate guy. I'm just going to beat the out of his front leg and just leg kick, and just drilling that thing. I think he comes in with that same game plan versus Culibao, because Culibao likes that side-to-side movement, starts beating up that front leg, chews it up, gets in his face, and throws better, tighter combinations with just a touch more power than Culibao. I think Melsik's the better striker in this matchup. I enjoy Josh Culibao. I think this easily, if they engage, can be the fight of the night, because Culibao, even if he does get dropped, we've seen he can come back. He's fine, so I think this could be fight of the night. I think Melsik's the better striker, a little bit cleaner. I'm going Melsik, and I accept your $100 bet.
Done. Last time we did this, I took your money because you're a buffoon, and I am not. The best comment I've seen so far is when I got angry at you. Dr. Y said, "Daddy, chill." That's a pretty good.
Daddy, chill.
That's a pretty good comment.
What the hell even is that? Daddy, chill.
We do have a $5 super chat from Alan making fun of me. Listen, I'm not 40. I'm under 40, but I guess I don't have the hip young guy terms. Angelo, I'm still laughing. I think what he was referring to is the famous heavyweight fighter, Harry Bussy with a B. I have figured out through context clues what it is now. Thank you all very much. Thank you for the $5 super chat. 8,200 in DraftKings, 8,000. You're going to spend the 8,000 since you're so positive?
I think one of these guys needs to be on your line. You need to figure out what side you are on and probably put one of them in your lineup. So Melsik is probably going to be in mine, honestly.
I agree with the statement of you know, it's dead even money. There's probably a finish in this fight, and you're going to want to be on the right side. This is a lot like the Terrence McKinney-Bonfim fight, where it's like you're going to need one of those guys in your lineup, and hopefully you're on the right side because one of them is going to score a ton of points. And
yeah, I think, did you just say exactly what I said and then try to like make it so it's like you said it?
I said it smarter. Somebody said you're looking like a broad. That makes sense.